Test. Hey everyone, welcome back to COİN. Unfortunately, I have some internet issues. I'm not sure what's happening, but somehow upload speed is now to say English, going up and down. Therefore, I have some buffering issues. You may experience that. Please let me know it's in unbearable level so we can stop the live streams then. But until then, I welcome you to this live stream where we examine and talk about rare US coins, especially modern US coins. Today we will be discussing several pennies and other coins recently. Some of them recently sold for large amounts. We will also check out emails from you, the viewers, who sent their rare coin picks, who presume they have rare coins. And for novice collectors, we help them to make sure whether they have really error coins or just simple ordinary pocket change that is worth just face value. Let me check internet. I think it's better, much better now, but you let me know anyways if I have any issue related to this. Let me check one more time. So I have many letters from you stacked for today's episode. We will check these coins one by one. Please like, subscribe to our channel so we can grow, and we really do appreciate your thumbs up. Okay, I think everything seems to be normal now. We can continue with this live stream. Okay, so also here I have my camera where I will show some circulated coins from my collection, some of them commemorative issues, but commemorative for circulation, not proof ones or otherwise bullions. Okay, so let me first check emails from you. First start with Dimitri Later Goes. Hi, here's pictures of my Lincoln penny. It's have a die crack from we to his chick. What do you think? Let's see. So obviously it's a circulated VDB cent. Yeah, therefore it's 1909. It's circulated and significantly tarnished with unpleasant toning, but nevertheless it had some level of pale red on its pale brown on its surface. Otherwise it's turned into very dark penny. But nevertheless, as you can see, for a penny first issue, for a penny like this with more than century old preservation. It has very sharp strike and unworn device elements, because most 1909 cents showcased on eBay have a lot of wear on high points, especially reliefs. But this one, as you can see, is not that bad circulated specimen, and therefore it's valuable. And other than that, he show us the picture taken from digital microscope, where he identified that it has a die crack starting from V and extending to the head of the President Abraham Lincoln. Yeah, it starts from V and continues with a wavy manner like a thunderbolt. But the interesting thing is it's hard to tell from this picture, from these angles that it took. It's impossible to see. I don't know whether they're different coins or what. Because I don't know, I'm not sure. I can be wrong, but it seems like they are different coins, because I don't see it starting from here on the V. Or maybe this is. So therefore it was bad angle for shooting a coin. Go to V. Yes. Therefore in the main picture it's more shadowy in this part. Let's go back. Yes. Therefore it's very good job for a viewer for sending more precise pictures, so we can detect the we didn't detect, he already detected it, but nevertheless it's good thing that you send overall viewed picture, and then from close distance, taken from close distance, most likely from digital microscope. Okay, so let's check 1909 at different grades VDB. I know that it's already a lot more than its face value, even in circulated grades. And then we should look for a brown specimen. Internet is okay. What? No, it's too bad. Okay, nevertheless, let's continue until it normalizes. We need to go to brown. So as you can see, according to David Hall, the 1909 Lincoln cent was struck to commemorate 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The designer was Lithuanian immigrant sculptor Victor David Brenner. The original design featured the designer's initials VDB at the bottom on the reverse, and those initials were relatively large. And we know already the story that therefore later this VDB was removed, and therefore this 1909 VDB became highly collectible and desired coin. So we have here a bronze population and guiding price for brown specimens, but we should look for circulated specimens. Well, let's say it's extremely fine 45. Let's once again check the backside as well. On the backside we have also sharp strike. You see even wheat ears, the reliefs of wheat ears, the tiny motifs visible. Only distraction is unpleasant toning that formed the result of improper circulation, but high points are tip-top and no large distractions are evident. So it's something between extremely fine, choice extremely fine, and about uncirculated, lower about uncirculated. And according to this price guide, it's something between something around $22 or so. So in brown condition it's not that valuable, I guess, but nevertheless with die crack it may be of great value. Let's check eBay for maybe we find similar coins on eBay listings. 1909 VDB brown die crack. We should go to sold items. So I think it's maybe it's right amount, because I'm not sure whether these are actual die crack cents, but it's obvious that 25 is not that bad pricing for this circulated brown specimen with die crack. So the die crack must be not that thin, larger to get more interest from collectors or investors. And the one thing I notice in that people, that some collectors and numismatic enthusiasts encounter when dealing with error coins is that it is, even I did this in first years of my collecting, and also recently I had some issues. After reading some materials, I somehow managed to gain some knowledge and slight experience for distinguishing between them. I'm talking about these four error types, four criterias, maybe I say, because one of them is not error at all, that people confuse with each other. That is scratch, simple scratch, or crack, not crack, gouge, simple gouge. Then comes die gouge, die crack, and strike through errors. So the main way of distinguishing between scratch or gouge from other three is paying attention to the latitude or depths of the actual crack or otherwise, because when you have scratch, it goes deep, it has let's see, it's going inside the line or the pass, it goes inside, but when you have die crack, die gouge, or die gouge, you have, or die, they also die dent, it goes, it has, you have recession, and it is raised elements, unlike scratches or gouges. So let me, maybe I find here scratch, how I can find scratch, I don't remember. So people, sometimes therefore I see showcase coins on eBay under claiming that these are not this one, that the coins that they showcase are with die gouges or die cracks, but when you closely examine it, you see that it is just a scratch or just crack, gouge, sorry, that is unrelated to die, and it is just post-mint damage or bag mark, deep bag marks that resulted in such thing. So when, for example, die gouge, here we have a very famous example of 2005 speared bison. Also I have one here. We will check out if this buffalo nickel is also, excuse me, this bison nickel is also with die crack or not. Here I have also circulated specimen, commemorative issue, commemorative circulated issue, and it had a different obverse design, as you can see. Neither the Thomas Jefferson, neither facing the facing right or left, and nor facing the viewer as in modern nickels, and it is facing other direction, and the head part is not full, it's partial head. We don't see hair motifs, so it had different design as compared to modern and old nickels, but it's just was limited issue, and I think several 1 or 2 years they only on 2005 they produced these kind of nickels with different design, obverse and reverse design, and it reverse design had these bison. So we are talking about the speared bison variety, which is highly coveted by collectors. And now let's see how they distinguish. Okay, so it's very obvious die gouge, therefore it's horizontal, it's vertical, starts from the near back of the bison and ends on below the belly, and here on the around the relief, near the relief, we have strong recession as compared to its tip, where it gets weaker and lower. Here we have more accurate picture of it. See, it is a die gouge according to PCGS. Now let's read about die gouge. In 2005, US Mint resurrected the Bison reverse design on Jefferson nickel. That same year, there were several coins discovered which contained a large die gauge. The die gauge is very noticeable and it can easily be seen running through the bison's back. The coins containing this die gauge, let me just save the picture as well so it could be easy to read and see. Okay. Where to put it? That's okay. The same year, there were several coins discovered which contain a large die gauge. The die gauge is very noticeable and it can easily be seen running through the bison's back. It says it's easily identified, but I think you will again need some magnifying glass or some weak microscope, digital microscope, to spot it, because nickels are not that large as compared to quarters, and identifying with naked eye could be bothersome for especially old people, senior people, sorry. The coins containing these die gauge were referred to as speared bison nickel. Within a couple days from when the coins were discovered, they were immediately selling for well over $100 in any condition. So at first day its issue, starting from first days, it had a large interest and strong demand from collectors. Despite the coins being from the year 2005, they still tend to be found in low mid-state grades. Coins in MS65 grade are challenging to locate, to say the least. In grades of MS66 or higher, they become extremely difficult to find. These coins' poor condition can be blamed mainly on the coin's planchet in which they were struck, since the planchets usually contain large die gouges, nicks, and scratches. Other times the coins display uneven color and luster, which were probably caused by incorrectly mixing the different metal alloys used to produce the planchets. So it has some annealing issues as well. Therefore, I guess there are some black beauty errors amongst these 2005 bisons as well, but I haven't encountered one yet. Let's check whether ours has die gauge also. Let's zoom in. Obviously, our coin is just circulated, the ordinary variety. There's no die gauge in this area, therefore it's not speared bison, it's just a simple commemorative circulated 5-cent piece from 2005 with D mint mark standing for Denver, and with some hues here, olive green hues, and it is in very scratchy condition and with numerous scratches and nicks, bag marks. So no spirit bison here. Let's check this valuable specimen. There was one valuable specimen sold in 2010. This 2005D spirit bison in excellent condition. MS66, as we read from previous coin facts. These coins comes with poor quality planchets with numerous die cracks, scratches, and other problems, issues. Therefore, achieving MS67 is almost impossible. They mostly come poorly conditioned, and therefore the value is not that high as compared to other error coins, especially die doubles or so. So this one was sold for this spirit bison graded MS66 by PCGS, was sold for $1,265 in 2010. So let's see. So I was talking about this was die gouge, and let's see what is die crack. That's also interesting part to distinguish them. One moment. So first, let me read die crack for you. Information about this. To differentiate between die gouge, die crack, and strike-through error, focus on unique characteristics. So we must focus on unique characteristics. Die gouge. Let me die gouge here. Okay. A die gouge is a raised mark on the coin caused by damage or imperfection on the die itself. It often appears as a short raised lump or irregular shape on the coin's surface. Die gouges can vary in size and shape but are typically isolated and less linear than die cracks. They don't follow any specific pattern unlike die cracks and tend to be in random locations. Die gouges are deeper and result from physical damage to the die, creating more abrupt and noticeable raised features on coin's surface. Okay, and now let's go to die crack. This is where you would have seen die crack. Die cracks are seen raised lines that form due to cracks developing on the die over the time. These cracks transfer on the coin during striking. Die cracks usually follow consistent, predictable paths, often starting from the rim and extending across the design elements. As you can see, it starts near the rim and extends towards the design elements, head part of Lincoln's. But the interesting thing about die gouge is that it stays on the back, mostly on the background, and even it goes through the device elements. It is weak, as in case of bison. As we can see here is strong. Here we have strong recession. Here is fadey, and then again strong recession, raised surface. But on the die crack, you see it continues as it is, extends as it is on the device elements as well. So this is one of the ways of distinguishing between these two. And as you can see, mostly die cracks are seen, and mostly they start from rim of the coin and extend to towards center, or sometimes they go through only device element on lettering, for example. When you see a die gauge, for example, here this is one of the best examples. As you can see, it hides behind, it's like in the background rather than on the reliefs. So here we have error F comb. Here is definition of die gauge. Die gauges occur when a foreign object is dragged across and digs into the die face. Such gouges will appear as raised areas on the coin's surface. Die gouges are easily confused with linear die dents. The former are most easily diagnosed when there are clear longitudinal striations within the body of the die gauge. The image below shows die gauges in Bay 7 ZO11 indicated by white arrows on 1999 P. Lincoln cent. As you can see, it's another example. And lastly, a strikes through error. Let me find strikes through error. Let's go to PCGS. Okay. A strike-through error occurs when foreign material such as debris or grease comes between the die and the planchet during the striking process. This can create raised or recessed areas on the coin, though raised strike-throughs are rare. So if you have such strike-through with raised elements, it's much seldomly encountered rather than with deep surfaces. So recessed and raised, two types. The shape of strike-through errors are random, often lumpy or irregular depending on what caused the obstruction. They differ from die gauges because the strike-through's shape reflects the random nature of material involved. So therefore, I don't know why they mostly confuse strike-through errors with die cracks or die gauges. Sometimes even they sent me the comment that in my coins they found some strike-throughs, but actually they are tiny mini die gauges rather than strike-through, because as you can see, as you can read from here, they differ from die gauges because the strike-through shapes reflects the random nature of material involved. So it's most likely debris. Sometimes it's nail. Anything happen in mint. Sometimes such foreign material somehow enters the tot pins, or so result is such coins with. But this one is struck through close. Therefore, device elements are mostly textured as a close. Here we have another example, struck through plastic or worse. So even from the toning, it's obvious that it struck through foreign elements. Okay. So now we know the difference between all these errors, and most commonly widely spread uh, circulation gouges or scratches that people confuse with die gouges. So the main idea is determining whether it's recessed or raised. Die cracks cannot be, I think, recessed. It's always raised, as far as I can tell. Okay, let's go back to our coins. Here, for example, here is another example of die gouge, and pretty massive one. She starts from here and extends till the T. And also this 2000 penny was sold for a lot of money in 2024 because it is a highly coveted Cheerios scent from a cereal box known as Cheerios, and it was some kind of promotional campaign where they put 2000 Lincoln cent and accompanied with 2000 Sakakavia dollar coin with special enhanced motifs on the tail feathers. Therefore, this combo is very valuable and sought after, but sometimes even they mostly sell as a lot with 2-piece cent and dollar coin, but sometimes, like in this case, they even sell separately. For instance, this specimen with die gouge was graded and in almost perfect condition, MS69 red. This high-end gem, condition rarity, glowing with luster and no distractions at all, and with very nice mint error. Therefore, it is highly coveted. This stunningly well-preserved Cheerios scent displays essentially flawless surfaces, basked in luminous copper gold luster with no distractions. So it ended up selling for this was graded MS69 by NGC, and it ended up selling for $1,440 in 2024 at Heritage Auctions. Oh, sorry. I didn't show you. Wow, too bad. Oh my god. I was on the wrong scene and therefore I didn't show you anything. Too bad. I was showing pictures, but I chose wrong scene, therefore you saw only large screen. Okay, nevertheless, this penny is die gouge sold for $1,440 in 2024. Let's check other coins as well. Sent from you. Scotty Moondog Jacoby 1917 S or D. Rotated obverse. It's hard to tell because you didn't send the reverse picture, unfortunately, and man, it's very poor quality picture. It gets blurry when I want to examine it from close range. See, for its no picture, it's hard to tell anything, and for determining whether it's rotated obverse, we can only make sure by watching the video, because you must tilt a coin to see whether they have obverse is rotated improperly during the striking. It's not upside down as in normally in US coins, as compared to obverse and reverse. In English coins, you turn from left to right, it's the same direction, but in US coins, it's upside down, if you know what I mean. So to tell whether it's rotated obverse, improperly rotated during the striking process, we must at the same time see the reverse picture as well. Oh, here we have reverse picture, but again, we must see this only from video. It's possible to know for sure. And again, this is also bad quality picture. Nevertheless, it is in high circulated condition, above average, because even here, from that poorly blurry and distorted picture, I can notice some wheat ears, the elements of wheat ear here on the reverse. Let's check 1970, but even I don't know whether it's D or S, but it's much like, looks like D, 1917 D. Let's check the guiding price for circulated ones, therefore let's refer to NGC price guide. There were large mint for the Denver mint, led to compromises in quality, as the dies were used long after they ceased to be fit. The example illustrated reveals an obverse die with only moderate wear paired with a tired and quite blurry reverse die. Circulated examples are common in lower grades, but extremely fine and EU coins are surprisingly difficult to find without damage or corrosion. Mint state, brown or red-brown pieces are not challenging, but full red sands are rare. So brown specimens are easy to not that easy, but not that hard to locate, but full red sands are rare. As was normal for bronze coins, the best struck pieces were the ones least likely to survive with much red color. So let's go to red. No, first brown, because we have brown coin. Yeah, it's valuable, pretty valuable, as you can see. Even if we presume that this is something between extremely fine, because as far as I can tell, even from blurry image. The device elements were sharp, and I didn't notice large wear. So something between extremely fine and about uncirculated. Let's say 55, for example, and it is something between $40 and $70. And here is all here we have also sale listing. So $36, $40, $36, $41. So approximately below $50. So take a threshold as $50. Okay. Internet is too bad. I think we are missing a lot of frames here. It's the signal is red. I'm not sure whether. So I have Elizabeth II, 1977. I have COİN also. Today we're not discussing Elizabeth II coins, unfortunately. Thank you for commenting. You can check live episodes featuring Commonwealth coins. We made one live episode, and we have several popular episodes featuring COİN coins. There you can find out their value and so on. Okay, I think I should end the stream because we are losing too many frames, unfortunately. Tomorrow maybe I'll try to restore it somehow. I don't know, it's related to my local internet or software, because in speed test everything was okay. More than 100 bits upload and receive speed. Okay, nevertheless, maybe it has some OBC issues, the streaming platform. Okay, thanks for joining, guys. Please like this video, comment and subscribe, and God's willing,